might not see from where you are, but Kwan Yin lists a bit. And she was given to me. I have a lot of different icons that are given to me in my church. It's a multi-faith church. So we have statues of Buddha, we have statues of Kwan Yin, we have crucifixes, we have the Tree of Life. We have many, many things depicting various faiths around the world. And attending our services are exactly the same thing. We have Buddhists and we have Jewish people, we have a Muslim couple, we have many, many different people from around the world at a multi-faith church. So Sandy had come to our place and talked. And I was so thrilled about Kwan Yin that I mentioned it to one of the parishioners, and she went and bought this wonderful resin Kwan Yin. So that's where the story starts. What happened is, and I'll read it from the book.
Could you hold up the Kwan Yin?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
She's molded out of resin. There she is.
Nice.
Are you ready to stand there?
Well, just for a little while.
Okay, you have to list a bit, but you know, she has to list a bit with Kwan Yin. Okay.
Wait.
The color of Kwan Yin's statue is a vibrant neon green. The look on her face is orgasmic. And she had obviously been poured from a very uneven mold. Since she lists to one side, usually she sits comfortably in the hall closet in our church. But last Mother's Day, I decided to bring out all the feminine faces of God to put in the sanctuary. Our small altar contained a painting depicting the Virgin Mary, a beautiful image of a feminine Buddha, a dynamic hand-painted statue from Mexico of Pachamama, and plenty of goddesses, including Isis, Aphrodite, Gaia, and many more. There, in the center, I placed our listing Kwan Yin. After Mother's Day celebration, I carefully put all of the various articles away, excluding Kwan Yin, because she had to be handled very carefully so as not to topple over. As I came back to get her from the altar, the lights went out in the sanctuary. Since our church is an industrial building where the lights go out, it is extremely dark. And since I don't do well in complete darkness, I started to panic. I struggled to breathe, and my heart began banging heavily in my chest. Then I noticed a small light coming from the altar, and I saw it grow larger in the darkness. The glow from Kwan Yin became bigger and bigger. It was shining so brightly I could see to light candles and move about the room. During these moments, the sound of soft music emanated from the statue. My panic subsided, and I picked her up and held her carefully against my bosom. Now, our wonderful neon green statue of Kwan Yin stands proudly on our altar, appreciated perhaps even more than our symmetrical goddess. And I have a feeling that her listing to one side is so special in a church that absolutely accepts everybody, no matter what color or whether you list.